If this looks familiar, getting pulled 10 different ways in the office, this product review is for you. We're looking at Repairy. This is an application for customer management primarily, taking care of online bookings, reviews, a whole host of things. So a typical customer, they generally get onto Google Maps, look for a workshop in their area. Notice Chando's Autos here. We've got a book online button. And we get this same book online button on our Google search as well. So instantly, I mean, this is one small part of Repairy that I think stands out massively, makes it extremely easy for the customer to get in there when they're ready for, setting things up on that busy time of their day where they've found 20 seconds to do it. Now, there's heaps of settings that we can change in here so that we're in control. And we're going to take a look under the hood in a moment so you can get a good feel of all the things that we can change with this live online calendar. And yes, it is completely live. This isn't something where it's just, sending in a request. This is constantly updating. You're blocking out sections, you're setting guardrails, and you are in control of it. You're not just handing the keys over to the internet. Now, you'll see here how quickly this mother has been able to book her car in. She's then able to put that into her Google Calendar. We're doing things now to proactively prevent no-shows and the like. When we go into our side of it, so this would show up. This is a booking that's come through. We get to see that booking as a notification up the top. That gets added into our calendar. We're on week view there. We're on month view. We can move them around, so I could move that to a different day if I wanted. You can see just how quickly that is, and that would send notifications back to the customer. Just the same, she can do the same thing. So you'll see that link there that was in her calendar. She can go into that link and she could reschedule if she had to. Obviously, we can set parameters there where, maybe it has to be 24 hours, 72 hours, and there's limits to how late you can do that. But this is taking care of those mundane tasks that just take up the phones. They clog up the phones and they take up your time, don't they? And we're putting it where the customer wants it. Like it or not, customers love this white glove type service. They love being able to do things digitally. It is the way things are moving. We can take a look at some of the settings here. So obviously we can manage our business hours. We can specify when our drop-off periods and pick-up periods are going to be. And we can even change schedules for different days as well. We can set our services that we're providing, and we can do all kinds of things that I'll show you later where we can set, how many of each service we want per day. Maybe we only want 1 or 2 diags. Maybe the guy that does tires is only on certain days, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of flexibility here as far as, how much notice do we need. So this is one of the better programs I've seen that handles this online booking and giving you that flexibility to make sure that it is live and it's updating and you're not having to babysit it too much because you've put in a little bit of time at the start to set it up. Obviously, basic things like service reminders that you can set here application-wide, or then when you do finish a vehicle, you can set it vehicle-specific. Going into the settings here, so this shows you a few other things where we could reach our customers via SMS or email. That's for your confirmations, reminders, follow-ups. This is a big part here, so the integrations. Now, the tech team were trialing this out and we did integrate it with Mechanic Desk. And when we say integrate, everything that you do on Repairy or everything you do on Mechanic Desk, they do integrate completely. So you make a booking on Mechanic Desk, it's going to show up on Repairy. A customer or yourself makes a booking on Repairy, it's going to show up on Mechanic Desk. The same for making a customer, making a vehicle. It is a true integration. So taking a look here on a week schedule, you'll see how we've got some that were created in Repairy, some that were created in Mechanic Desk. We can search our customer base, just like many other programs. So here we can bring up a customer, we could look at their service records, we could make a booking directly, or obviously we could go into the customers and we could do it that way rather than the main search up the top. You could make a booking here while you're on the phone with them. I really like how it's got the calendar to the right there, so you can sort of take a look. Oh, sorry, no, the second doesn't work for me. Let me take a look at the third. And it's really nice having those two views there when you've got someone, when they do actually want to be on the phone making the booking. Heaps of other areas like analytics, so you can start taking a bit of control about, where your bookings are coming from, what you're doing with them. Campaigns, so watch this. Within 10 seconds, I'm basically putting out a campaign to my entire customer base. We just went there and used a default type one, but you can go in and you get to change anything you want, or you can come up with your own campaign. Look how quickly we've been able to send something out to our entire database. So I didn't want to make that a long tutorial style. I just wanted to show some of the key features that stood out to myself and the TAT Tech team as we were reviewing Repairy. Now, it's not the kind of program that's going to replace your entire shop management. You're going to have to take care of things like invoicing, but basically everything but that. It does a really nice, neat package for customer management, and the integration was seamless, we found, with Mechanic Desk, which is really good. If it doesn't integrate with what you're using, it can be really hard trying to manage two different things. I didn't even go into the review section. You might have noticed that Chando's at the start there, he had almost 300 Google reviews there, just absolutely smashing his competitors out of the water. And that's in big part to Repairy. They make it really easy in their review section to see who has opened your review request, who has left a review, being able to respond to them. So we're making sure that we're communicating even after the review is left, and it's all easily done there. Another thing I didn't touch on, still in the beta testing period, but really exciting, the AI phone assistant. So some customers are still obviously going to call, and we all know that there's several mundane things that we just don't need to be clogging up phones with. So you get to load in some knowledge into this AI assistant. So it's not just trying to randomly grab information from your website. So, easy things like, what are your opening hours and can I move this booking? It can take care of that for you. If it gets a bit too difficult, then it can pass it on to a physical staff member. So that's going to save you heaps of time getting pulled off the job for those easy questions that the AI assistant could answer. I got a chance to have a talk with it. It is quite realistic. I'm really interested to see where that goes as they look to roll that out. So if you are looking to move into the modern era and you want to take care of your customers as they expect to be taken care of these days, give them that great experience, then Repairy is definitely worth a look, and I really enjoyed reviewing it.